What's going on, everybody? I'm Lawrence Owen. Now, normally I am a Colts fan. That's what I do. I haven't watched the Pacers since the Reggie Miller days. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Game 4, New York, Indiana. Indiana just won 121-89. The closest the Knicks came in the second half to even coming close to trying to make a comeback was 28 points down. 28 points was the closest they were in the second half. The Indiana Pacers, after the first two games, the Pacers were throwing a fit about the referees. Rick Carlisle went out there and did a whole bunch of complaining about the refs, got hit smacked with fines, stuff like that. Go in, those first two games, not good game. A lot of talk about Tyrese Halliburton on game 1 where he only had 6 points and, everybody was throwing a fit. He's been on fire since. The bench for the Indiana Pacers has been absolutely stellar this entire series. The Pacers are undefeated at home at the Field House, 5-0 right now. They got to take this win that they just had against the Knicks and take it to New York in order to, get a win there. If they can get a win there, it looks good for the Indiana Pacers. I will say that. They got to steal a win in New York in order to keep this going. Now, again, I'm a guy who really hasn't been a Pacers fan, because there really wasn't no one on this team, in my opinion. Jermaine O'Neal and all them, through the years, there really wasn't a lot to be excited about because after, Reggie Miller, Mullins, Smits, Rose, all these guys, that were on this team back in the day when they made it to the finals, after that team, this team no longer became a team sport. It was more, what can the individual do, right? That's what it was about. At least that's the way it seemed to me. This team, absolutely. In the third period, the Indiana Pacers had 5 guys with at least 10 points. That shows unselfishness for a team, right? That shows their bench had as many points as the entire New York Knicks team had, right? That's amazing. Not at the end of the game. I'm just saying, in the third quarter. That's nuts. Going into the third quarter. That's crazy. That's something that allow me to get back into the NBA and be, and start rooting for the Pacers and start screaming and being excited. All right. This is a chance for the Pacers to get past the Knicks, get to the Eastern Finals, right? Get to the Eastern Finals. Once you get there, you never know, right? You never know what can happen. All right. I heard earlier that Reggie Miller was all up on Halliburton, talking to him a lot throughout this entire, playoff, thing where Halliburton, 24 years old, and Reggie's like, look, you're here. You're in the playoffs. You weren't supposed to be here. You're playing with house money, right? Go out there and win. Go out there and have fun. Go out there and just be you, okay? No pressure. Just win. Just go out there and play the game. You don't need to have the pressure of being in the playoffs on you when you weren't even supposed to be here in the first place at the beginning of the season. And that's really good, wise words by Reggie Miller. All right. Now, I will say that Brunson fella, look, all right, the Knicks got 3 really good players that I've noticed. Like I said, I haven't really been watching the NBA lately. That Brunson dude has been tearing it up all playoffs. In the first 3 games, he was just dominating the Pacers. This game, the Pacers held all 3 of their good players to crap scoring. Defense came alive. They got to take that defense to New York. Continue their fast-paced offense that they normally love to do, and the reason why they're the highest scoring team in the NBA. Take that. Don't change that. But you need to be able to play defense in order to win games, especially in the playoffs. The good thing is we finally saw in this game that they can do that, right? They can finally win, not just with their offense, but with their defense as well. And that's nice to see. So that's just me talking about the Pacers. Like I said, I'm a Colts fan. Haven't been a Pacers fan in over like 20 years now. I've always been a Pacers fan. I just haven't followed. Let's just say that. All right. I just haven't followed the Pacers. But this team has gotten me back in. The last playoff series against the Bucks, where they shouldn't even beat them. They go in there and they beat them. Come into the Knicks, and everybody, I'm hearing Knicks in 5, Knicks in 5. Well, they're getting ready to play game 5 in a couple days, and it's tied up 2-2, right? So here's the Pacers' chance. And this is the second seed in the East. That they just manhandled the second seed. And you can't really go by injuries here, right? Knicks can't use injuries as an excuse for getting beat down by over 30 in this game. When both teams, before the fourth quarter even started in this last game, both teams emptied their bench. All their starters were sitting. They knew the game was over. There was absolutely zero chance that the Knicks could come back and win. And both teams brought their bench players out before the fourth period even started. Holy crap. That's something. And it's Mother's Day. The announcers on the game, Mother's Day Massacre. Okay? I don't know. If you're not a Pacers fan, I understand. Look, this is a Colts channel. I get it. Is what it is. But I wanted to put out there that I have gotten back into basketball because of this specific team and what they are doing right now. And I'm a guy who I don't know these players, right? I just learned who Brunson was, I just learned who Tyrese Halliburton, but Halliburton isn't even my favorite player on the Pacers, okay? No. From this whole thing, from the whole start, since I started watching, I watched the game. I started watching the Pacers game 2 of the Bucks series. All right. And I'll tell you right now who my favorite guy is. And it's Miles Turner. Look, Halliburton is awesome. Pascal Siakam has been absolutely great. I'll tell you someone else. TJ McConnell has been something else in this series. He's coming off the bench and just playing lights out. Aaron Nesmith has been really good. Toppin has been a defending monster out there. But Miles Turner's been everything. I absolutely love how he plays. I love that he can play inside, outside. He plays defense. He gets block shots. He does a really good job at the center position. And I think that that's something that you just can't state enough. Okay. But hey, let me know in the comments. Are you a fan of the Indiana Pacers? Are you a fan of the NBA? Yeah. Should I continue making videos, reaction videos to these games, right? And dropping them on here. Let me know this. Make sure you smash that like button and let me know. If you don't leave a comment, at least hit the like. Let me know, if this is something you want me to continue to do. And subscribe, because if this gets enough likes and enough comments of people to say keep going, I will keep going. And I will continue to cover your Indiana Pacers. And until next time, I'm Lawrence Owen. Yeah, kind of difficult to say go Colts. Let's go Pacers. Have a good one.